Hello and a very warm welcome. A totally different video on my channel as we're going to talk about snooker. Now, the biggest tournament in the world when it comes to snooker starts tomorrow, Friday, and defending champion Judd Trump will take on Tom Ford. But we need to talk about fans are allowed in the venue. The Crucible, one of the most iconic venues of all time. It's the best snooker tournament in the world, is the Crucible. Very historic. It's 900 people, but only like half the crowd's allowed. And I believe this is the first venue to allow crowds in. We've had it at the cricket, but that's outside. This is an indoor event, and I believe fans, well, half the crowd is allowed, and I cannot believe it. I agree with Ronnie O'Sullivan. Fans should not be allowed in any venue, any stadium, till 2021 at least. This is the problem with sport. They want to rush it back, rush, instead of being patient. But I love my snooker, me. I love to play snooker, I love to watch snooker, and especially the Crucible. 17 grueling days in Sheffield, and then we crown the world champion. Judd Trump will start his defence tomorrow against Tom Ford, but interesting. I wanted to do a video. I love my snooker. I'll be watching it. Crucible, best tournament by a long chalk in snooker, but it's a very strange one for me. This is a massive risk. Like snooker is basically guinea pigs because no one has tried bringing fans back in a closed environment. So snooker are basically the guinea pigs to try it first. And if it's successful, then other sports can follow. But if it's unsuccessful and one of the crowd gets COVID-19 or one of the players gets COVID-19, then obviously other sports will not be bringing fans back. For me, fans should not be allowed back till at least 2021. It's just asking for trouble. I mean, it's going to look strange anyway. I mean, the Crucible is quite tightly packed, especially when there's two tables and you've got the shutter down the middle. I mean, we've seen before players leaning back, knocking water bottles off, and it's like a very tight venue is this Crucible. So, going to be interesting. I don't really agree with it, mate. Fans should not be in the venue. The Crucible should be going ahead, but it should be without fans. So, when it's on TV, you're going to see people just separated. There's going to be seats in between. It's going to look strange. Obviously, we've had a snooker tournament prior to the Crucible. Every player has their own rests and own rests, extensions, etc. Not allowed to usually it's under the table. You get given your own. Everyone in the snooker bubble has had a test, but it's massively risky because you bring in public from the outside into the venue, and I don't know. But I'm looking forward to the Crucible, the best snooker tournament in the world. Ronnie O'Sullivan is playing in this tournament, but he's not happy about the fans being allowed in the venue, and I fully agree with him. He will take on Tepchayu New. Ronnie O'Sullivan, massively quick player. This Tepchayu New takes it to a new level. He's even quicker than O'Sullivan. So that's fucking quick. Can't wait. Looking forward to the Crucible. Do I agree that fans are allowed in? No. Fans should not be allowed into the Crucible. But they are trying it. They're the guinea pigs. If it's successful, then other sports can follow. If it's unsuccessful, then massive consequences are going to happen. But obviously everyone will be tested before being allowed into the venue. But very exciting times for snooker. Very exciting. Who's the other game? Tomorrow. Let me get the snooker app up. World Snooker. I know Judd Trump is playing Tom Ford, defending champion, on first. Yeah, Judd Trump v Tom Ford. We got Stuart Bingham against Ashley Carty, the one with the glasses, came through the qualifiers. Afternoon, we got Kyron Wilson versus Anthony Hamilton. Now, also, this COVID affects older people. I mean, you've got the like class of 92, what we call the class of 92 in snooker terms. You got Mark Williams, John Higgins, Ronnie O'Sullivan. You got Anthony Hamilton, that's really old. Alan McManus. Alan McManus does actually play in the evening against Mark Williams. That's an old classic. Din Junhui will take on Mark King. Then 1st of August, that will be Saturday. David Gilbert, Kurt Mafflin, John Higgins v Matthew Stevens. Ronnie O'Sullivan plays on Sunday. Yeah, it's brilliant. What a tournament. Love it. Absolutely love the Crucible. Best tournament in the world is the snooker. 17 days of action. Long frames. I reckon, honestly, I don't reckon someone well known's going to win it. Your Robertsons, your Trumps, your Higgins, your O'Sullivans, your Williams. I reckon someone who unexpected, like who you wouldn't expect to win, will win it this time. Because obviously 900 people usually. There's going to be like 350, 400 people there. So there's not as much pressure. I can see someone like outside the box winning it this year. I really can. But Crucible will start Friday. Can't wait. Love watching the snooker. Really can't wait to watch it. Great to have snooker back on the TV. Obviously we had that pre-tournament before. But yeah, the fans being there is a huge risk. And I don't think it's right that the fans are allowed in the venue personally. But comment down below. Would love to know your thoughts. Are you going to watch the Crucible? Can't wait, mate. Can't wait.